This is a video review of this 54-piece quarter-inch impact socket set. The reason I got this is because it came in a case. And one of the most important things to me is if stuff comes in a case is that when I open it up, they don't fall out. And when this actually arrived after all of the Amazon shipping, believe it or not, all of the sockets were still in their original compartment. So, if you invert it, and I just did a few times, and open it up, very happy to see that these guys did not fall out and fall all over the place. Actually, this one has, after moving it a few times, moved, but there's not enough space for them to fall out. So that's a big plus for me. Obviously, there's a lot of pieces. If we go in, we can see that the size of the socket is embossed in the plastic, and obviously it is cut into the metal as well. And it is very easy to see. I think the actual listing said it was laser marked, but these are not laser marked. These are much more visible than a standard laser mark. These are pretty deep. So I like that because then I know where each socket's supposed to go, so I know exactly which one's missing without having to pull them all out and look at their size. Another useful thing is the fact that they're all quarter-inch. There's no 3/8. Like sometimes on the larger sizes, you'll have a 3/8 hole, like this guy has a big, 3/8 ratchet. But every single one of these takes the same exact quarter-inch, which it has a little hand driver here, socket end on the back side. So, that means that there are no large 3/4 inch, for example, size sockets. The largest we go here is 14 millimeters and 9/16. Probably can't see it that well. But all of the quarter-inch are, it's not a cheap manufacturer. They lock in very compatible with all my other quarter-inch driver sets, so I can mix and match. But again, I think the case is probably the most important part. You can kind of get an idea here. If we listen, there's a really solid lock on everything, and that's important to me. Otherwise, you end up with like my other tools here that are all just, this is usually as good as it gets, and then you end up missing ones. I mean, they're somewhere. I'm sure they're in the shop, but it became necessary to get something in a case and a small case. I'd love to tell you how long they last, but I don't know yet. Just got this a week ago. But I did try it out on a couple simple items, and I mean, obviously it's going to work when it's brand new. But no issues to count so far. The plastic is not that really cheap packing type of plastic. It does seem to be a crush worthy. You can stack stuff on top of this plastic. So that's good because it can be hard to kind of describe what the quality of a plastic feel is. Or at least you won't get that in the video, but it's not a hyper cheap plastic, which a lot of cases can be. It's nothing crazy, but it'll definitely last. You can stack stuff on top of it. And I don't think these clips are going to bust right away. They probably won't. They seem durable enough. So I'm happy with it.
This is the 83 pieces 1/4 inch impact socket set. That word impact kind of bothers me because typically an impact wrench is something that's driven with an air impact wrench or an electric one, and this is handheld by hand. Looks like just a regular 1/4 inch drive socket set, but my guess is they're calling it impact because of the black color. I believe it's hardened steel. The pictures show that it comes with a 2-inch extension bar, and this guy is supposed to be is labeled a 1/4 inch drive adapter. There's an 8-inch one that also serves as a sliding T-bar there that you can attach the sockets to. What I really like is this U-drive. Instead of having a 90-degree or 45-degree fixed angle, this thing swivels around. And to use it, what I did too, was I also use this. This is 2 inches, and maybe they meant to label this the extension, the 2-inch extension, but it's not really. They have a separate picture, and then this adapter goes on to this 1/4-inch drive adapter, and then you can put that onto your ratchet, and then you can hit all these nice angles. We did 2 different auto repair jobs, and I needed that angle on both vehicles. All right, and it comes with these nice screw sets here. Again, you would use this adapter right here. You could put it on the well, it'd be kind of awkward here, but you'd have to put a different another adapter on there to use that, or you can just use these right into here somehow. I haven't used those. I've got others. There's some torque wrenches here, tort I think that they call it, and then some slotted screwdrivers. And then they have both metric and SAE. I like the drives because they have the both the painted measurements on there, so that's an 8mm, and then you can barely see it, but it's also etched in there, so if the paint wears off. I like the case because my previous 1/4-inch drive thing did not have a case, and so my things were just all over the place. The one thing I don't like about this, all of these smaller sockets are fixed in place here. But you can see they don't all stay in there. And these, when I got the shipment, these were all out here, but I thought these were going to stay in. Obviously they didn't. Okay.